Never skip 2 days in a row. This is a rule that I've started to apply to my life recently, and it's helped massively. And you know, when I get something like this, any bit of information that helps me, I come on here straight to you guys and tell you about it. So let's talk about the never skip twice rule. What does it mean? So essentially, this rule is to do with habits and how easy it is to break habits. Habits that you know are going to get you to the goal that you want. So the whole rule is you may miss a day of doing a certain habit that you know that will bring you closer to your goal. And that's okay. You're only human and it was a mistake. But missing it again the next day is the start of a new habit. A lot of us think in extremes and we say, okay, from Monday, normally we say that I'm going to go to the gym every single day. And that's my plan. That's what I'm going to do. And then it comes down to it and we end up missing a day. We end up being really difficult and hard on ourselves because we promised ourselves that we were going to go every single day. But that's not realistic because things can get in the way of that. We can have an emergency or we might not be able to get to that place at that time. You know, things can happen. That's what happens in life and that's what we are as human. We could be really unwell one day and not be able to do what we planned on doing. But the problem is with that is you've told yourself and made a deal with yourself that we are going to go to the gym every day. And because you haven't, you don't trust yourself anymore. You don't have faith in yourself anymore. And you be extra hard on yourself. And then that brings you into a lower vibration. So the next day you do the same. That's the mistake. That's where it can't happen. That second day is you are telling yourself that it is okay to quit. And that is your new habit you're making. And I know a lot of you have experienced that feeling because I wanted to make this video especially because I know that feeling really, like, a lot. And basically a few years ago, I dropped my pen. A few years ago, when I was going to the gym a lot, I was doing so well. I looked my best, I felt my best. I was working and I was doing ASMR at the time and I just had, everything was perfect. And I didn't go to the gym one day. And then I didn't go to the gym the next day. And ever since then, I didn't go for 2 years. I didn't go to the gym for 2 whole years because I was telling myself it's okay to have a day off and then have another day off and have another day off. No, you're allowed 1 day off. This isn't just with the gym. This is with everything. 1 day off, but you must get back the next day. Because one thing that is the worst feeling ever was looking back at myself then and saying, look where I've gotten now, how much weight I've put on, how depressed I am. And now I know that if I have to go back to the gym, which I did, I have to redo all the progress that I had already spent time doing. I had to do it all over again. I think I was in the gym for like a whole year or 2 years. Those 2 years of effort, of pain in my muscles, of strict eating, of being healthy and restrictive on certain foods, and just all the hard work, time and effort I put in, I had just wiped that all away because I let myself miss 2 days. And I never went back. So walking into the gym again, all that progress, all that pain, all that blood, sweat and tears I put into that, I had to do it all again. So, you didn't study yesterday? Cool, make sure you study today. You procrastinated all day yesterday? You didn't really get much done? Today you're going to get stuff done. Yesterday you didn't go to the gym because you didn't feel like it or whatever. Okay, back to the grind, you're going to go today. So instead what we should do, instead of saying to ourselves, okay, I'm going to go to the gym every day in the month of March, instead of doing that, be realistic with yourself. That's what a few of us are not doing. We're not being realistic with ourselves. And we know ourselves more than anybody. So we know that if we say we're going to go to the gym every single day, we know actually deep down we're not. Because things happen. So instead of saying I'm going to go to the gym every single day, have a strategy to get back. Have a strategy and know yourself. So say, okay, I'm going to try and go to the gym every day, but if I have a day off because I'm either too tired or I don't feel like it, I will not allow that to go into 2 days, because once I let it go to 2 days, it will become a habit and I will restart my progress. I'll go all the way to the start again. So expect the feeling. Expect that you're going to get that feeling of one day you're not going to want to go. expect that going into it. So then when it happens, you don't go as hard on yourself because you were expecting it to happen. But now you have a strategy of what you're going to do to get back on track. You know it was going to happen, and it happened, but you're not going to let it ruin you this time. A lot of us are very focused on the big choices we make to make a difference. But in reality, it's those small choices and discipline that you do every single day. They're the ones that add up to this version of you that you want. It's not striving to get these big goals. It's every day just being 1% better every day. You know, one extra rep of an exercise, a couple of extra minutes on your walk, you know, one healthier meal. And isn't it crazy to think that success and failure are only one decision apart? And that decision is up to you. So the next time you fail by not doing what you said you were going to do one day, just know that that is not failure. What failure is letting it happen again and again. Then it leads to failure. So we need to stop, first of all, having these huge expectations of ourselves that we know deep down are not realistic. Second of all, not be so hard on ourselves that one day we messed up, because we're only human at the end of the day. We're not robots who can just, you know, we're not robots. Okay? So we make mistakes. Don't be so hard on yourself, and never miss 2 days in a row, because I've been there. It's horrible, and it's not just about working out and about exercise, it's about everything. But just remember, small choices that you make each day become your permanent reality. And remember that skipping twice becomes a new habit. You're telling yourself that you're allowed to skip, that this is okay. And lastly, don't wait until Monday. Don't say you're going to start Monday. Don't say you're going to start when you have more confidence. Don't say you're going to start when you feel like it. Because if you keep wishing on tomorrow, tomorrow's never going to come. The best time and option you have is to do it right now, because tomorrow's not even guaranteed, guys. And I want to leave you with this piece of advice. Don't complain about anything. If it's within your control, go and do something about it. If it's not, you're just wasting energy thinking about it. Complaining gives too much power to the thing. Take back that power. And that's elevation.